Casablanca in the late 1920s, Gabriel Banon is one of the world's most famous political advisors and geopolitical commentators. Banon has worked with American and French presidents, mediated in Iran, and advised numerous heads of state, from the King of Sweden to the President of Russia. JN1 has come to Casablanca to interview Gabriel Banon to learn more about his life and career. Gabriel Banon was born in Casablanca into a family of advisors. Banon's father, Jacob Banon, was the president of the Jewish community, a lawyer, and an advisor to King Mohammed V.
Well, you have a sentence in America: apple don't fall far from the tree. For instance, I remember I was very young, and Winston Churchill, when he was going to Marrakesh, he came every year to spend 2 weeks, I don't know how long, I was too young to know exactly, in Marrakesh. He was always stopping and having dinner or lunch at my home, at my father's, to meet with him, to talk with him. So I was used, perhaps that helped me to be able, very young, to talk, to meet with a lot of peoples.
Gabriel Banon started the first work union in Morocco, UMT, and became a member of Tami Wazani's cabinet in the Ministry of Industry. Banon left Morocco at age 25 and moved to France, where he fulfilled his duties in the French military and was officially sent to Israel to be an advisor to the commander of the Israeli Air Force. In 1969, Banon was made advisor to the French President Pompidou and was instrumental to the successful 10-year negotiations between Iran and France over French investments cancelled and taken over by the Iranian Ayatollah. In the 1980s, Banon left France for America on the invitation and insistence of his friends.
So I had so many good friends in America that long time were telling me, what are you doing in Europe? Why you don't come? And the name of these two gentlemen was Gerald Ford, the former president, and Larry Egelberger, that was after Secretary of State, and before he was with Kissinger.
Gabriel Banon worked as an entrepreneur until the Oslo Accords in 1993, when Banon was asked by Yasser Arafat to become his economic chief advisor.
I was surprised. I was called to be advisor to Arafat. It was after the Oslo agreement, you know. And I have been his advisor for 10 years, until he died, for economy and finance.
Banon believes a secure state of Israel requires a secure state in Palestine, and responds to his critics that question his intentions by working with Arafat.
For me, helping Arafat to organize the Palestinian state in the right way, for me it was helping Israel too. So I have no problem and no bad feeling because I was helping him, because as he said, he is doing his duty in regard of Israel by helping me.
Gabriel Banon remains a special advisor to several African governments, and at age 85, when most would seek retirement, Banon is at a new highly demanding job on air as a radio columnist in Morocco's first economic and geopolitical radio talk show.
It's 3 years ago. The government allowed private radio, and a friend of mine, Abdsamad Abul Ghali, created a radio, and after he asked me if I can help, and it became a passion, and I bring some ideas.
Banon describes himself as a man of principles that can be blunt at times, as he refers to in the title of his blog, Gabriel Banon, Politically Incorrect. As an author of many books and the father to many accomplished children, Gabriel Banon also has a sense of humor about the successful events of his life.
A sentence, Chinese sentence. They say, to become a man, you need to have one child at least, to have wrote one book, and to have planted one tree. I did the tree.
Banon's daring life is remarkable by any accounts, and his roots in Casablanca have certainly influenced many of his decisions. Banon can be heard every week on Luke's Radio, and his blog is updated after every radio admission. For JN1, this is Michelle Medina reporting from Casablanca.